I'm Caleb Giddings from Gun Nuts Media, and what you just saw was me recreating one of my favorite things in Hollywood movies, and that's when the main character, the good guy, he gets out two guns and he just starts blasting, just starts letting it rip on fools. I love it. I love it so much that probably one of my favorite references to it is in Hot Fuzz when one of the main characters asks the main character, well, have you ever fired two guns whilst flying through the air? Now, I can't do that in here in this range because my boss would probably get mad at me if I did, but because this is a closed range and I can control the conditions in here, I can fire two guns at once, like you just saw. But that got me thinking, how practical is that really? Now, we know that Hollywood loves to take creative license with things like firearms, with guys getting hit in the chest with a 9mm and flying 20 feet backwards, or the never-ending magazines and stuff like that. And while that trend has changed a little bit in recent years with movies like John Wick that take gun handling very seriously, or pretty much any Michael Mann film, you still see a lot of really bad crap coming out of Hollywood. So today on Gun Nuts Media, we're going to take a look at the myth of shooting two guns at once and whether or not it's really practical. Okay guys, you know from previous videos I love to put stuff on the timer. So today while we're looking at the firing two guns at once myth, we're actually going to attempt to be somewhat scientific with it and put it on a freaking shot timer. So to do that, I've got my shot timer right here attached to my belt. I'm going to set it to a delay because what I'm going to have to do is activate it with one hand, then pick up one of the guns in my other hand, and I don't want to be futzing around with a timer with a loaded gun in my hand. For all of these drills today, we're going to start from the low ready. So, because I don't have two holsters on, and that just seems slightly reckless and risky. But what we're going to do is we're going to do two things first, all right? In Hollywood movies, they always die when you shoot them one time. So first, we're going to fire one shot at each of these targets. And we're going to do that two different ways. We're going to do the way that you could actually do it if you're like me and you're a relatively ambidextrous person, where I'm going to aim my right hand gun and fire that one, and then aim my left hand gun and fire that one. That's how I would do that if I had two guns and I was trying to use them accurately. Then I'm going to try to do it where I fire both guns at once. We're going to compare the quality of the hits, and then I'm going to do it where I fire one gun one time at each target from the low ready. But that's not enough, because what if we want to make this slightly more realistic and we want to shoot these guys twice? Then we're going to go and we're going to repeat all of that and do it again where we fire two rounds. But first, let's just do one round. I'm going to get the par timer and the delay on my shot timer set, and we're going to do some shooting. All right, here we go. We're going to start with one shot on each target, alternating guns. I am using the PX4 Storm Compact Carry, two of them, because I got a pair, and this is how we're going to do this drill. All right, let me get this timer set. 5-second delay from the low ready. All right, we made the gun safe. I'm going to lay him on the deck. And let's go look at our target. All right, this guy, target number 1, he dead. Target number 2, I have reduced his ability to do higher math. He's probably not having a good day, but as we discussed earlier, headshots in the high forehead aren't that great. And let's look at our time. We fired 2 shots in 2.24 seconds from the low ready. All right, now we're going to try it again, and we're going to try to fire both guns at once at the head. This should be interesting. All right. Fired both guns at once in the head. Let's look at our hits. All right, here we have hit number 2. I got him in the throat. That's a bad day. And here's our second target. As you can see, this is not a fight-stopping hit. Not a technically fight-stopping hit. You're looking like at a peripheral graze, a shot through the cheekbone. People have been known to fight through those in the past. So my accuracy, super degraded when I did that. And my time, however, was pretty quick. I did it in 1 second. All right, now we're going to do it from the low ready, 1 gun, 2 shots. All right, 1 gun, 2 shots. Let's go look at my first target. So again, I messed up this guy's ability to do higher math. Hopefully that bullet didn't crease off his forehead. And then over on this guy, I killed him directly to death. So what can we determine using science from this? Well, the fastest way to do it is to crank both guns off at once. That's pretty clear. However, the most effective way to do it is to have 1 gun and fire 2 aimed shots because, as we look at the timer, we did that in 1.2 seconds. So that was faster than alternating guns, almost as fast as firing both guns simultaneously, but I had way better hits on target by firing 1 gun. Now, we're going to step it up a little bit, and we're going to go 2 shots from each gun. Okay, now we're going to test the same thing, but we're going to do 2 shots from each gun. For this one, I'm going to change my point of aim to the X in the center of the B-27 target, which we all know is not an anatomically great place to shoot someone, but it gives me a consistent aiming point for this portion of the drill. 2 shots from each gun, starting first, alternating hands. Here we go. All right, let's go check those hits. Okay, target number 1. I had 2 pretty precise hits, a little low in the 9 ring. And target number 2, I'd call both of those pretty acceptable hits as well. I've got 1 high 9 and 1 right in the X. What was our time? Time for 4 shots fired was 2.72 seconds. All right, now we're going to do firing both guns, 2 rounds each, simultaneously. All right, let's check those hits out. I don't think they're going to be very good. So over here on T1, we have a 9 and a 7. That's a peripheral hit. That's junk. Over here on T2, we have 2 shitty peripheral hits. Those are both junk. And our total time, though, was, again, pretty effing quick, 1.19. Now, last but not least, we're going to go ahead and do the 1 gun, 4 shots. All right, here we go. 1 gun, 4 shots. All right, let's check those out. That looked pretty good. We're going to go over here to T1. T1, I've got an 8 and a 9. Those are decent hits. And over here on T2, I've got an X and another 9. And what was my total time? Oh, you know, just 1.24 seconds. So what have we learned today? Well, we've learned that Hollywood is dumb, and 1 gun in 2 hands beats 2 guns in each hand. I'm Caleb Giddings, and until next time, run your gun, not your mouth.